Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Neelima. I'm working as DL in Commerce in TTWRDCW Suryapet, Kodad. Today, we are going to discuss a topic called Bank Reconciliation Statement. So, in this video, we will discuss the following contents. First, we'll discuss what is Bank Reconciliation Statement. Then, we will go through the rules of passbook and cash book. Then, we'll understand what are the reasons why passbook and cash book don't tally. Then we'll go through what is undercast and overcast. After discussing the whole theory part, we will solve all the 4 types of problems. So why BRS? Why are we preparing a statement called Bank Reconciliation Statement? In simple terms, Bank Reconciliation Statement is prepared to analyze whether there is any difference between the bank column of the cash book and passbook. Now, who is recording all the transactions in the cash book? Cash book is recorded by an accountant of a businessman, and all the transactions between the bank and the businessman are recorded in the bank column of the cash book. Now, who is preparing a passbook? Passbook is prepared by a banker. Whenever you go to a bank and open an account, the banker will first draw a passbook. Then he'll give a duplicate copy to the customer. So passbook is recorded by the banker and cash book is recorded by the businessman or the customer of that bank. But both of them are recording the same transactions, though they are recording in their own books. Okay, so because they are recording the same transactions, usually if there are no mistakes or there are no cancellation of the transactions, the balance should be the same in both the books on any given date. If it is so, like if the bank balance of the cash book and the passbook is showing the same balance, then there is no need of drawing a statement called Bank Reconciliation Statement. So on the screen you can see the pro forma of the cash book. How will you draw a cash book? First you'll write date. On the debit side you'll write the receipts, LF, cash amount and bank amount. Now on the credit side you'll write the same thing, date, payments, LF, cash book and bank, cash column and bank column. Now in this you should focus only on the bank column of the cash book. In this column, all those transactions with the bank, like between the bank and the businessman, are recorded. The cash book follows a simple rule saying, like whenever the bank balance is increasing due to any transaction, whether it is sale or any income earned by the businessman, it is debited. And if the bank balance is decreasing due to any reason, due to any expenditure like rent or salary paid or any purchase like machinery, so all those transactions which will decrease the bank bank balance, it is debited, it is credited. So in this cash book, what is the balance brought down amount on October 1st? You can see below, like extremely below, on October 1st, what is the balance brought down which is shown in the problem? It is 13,900 in the bank column. So on October 1st, if the passbook is also showing 13,900, there is absolutely no need of preparing a bank reconciliation statement. But if the passbook is showing 14,000 or 15,000 or anything less or more than 13,900, then yes, you should prepare a bank reconciliation statement to analyze why there is a difference between bank column of the cash book and passbook. So now we'll get into the reasons why passbook and cash book don't tally. Till now we understood why we should prepare a bank reconciliation statement. Now we'll understand what are the reasons why passbook and cash book don't tally. Okay, the first reason is check deposited but not collected. Now you have deposited a check with the bank. A customer has given a check to you and you have deposited the same in the bank. But it should be collected by the banker and then it should be credited in the passbook. But that did not happen. You just went to the bank, you have deposited, but it is not collected by the banker. So in this transaction, what is happening? Because you have debited, you are increasing the cash book accordingly, but because it is not collected by the banker, the passbook remains the same. So in this transaction, cash book is showing more balance and passbook is showing less balance. Now what is the second transaction? Check issued but not presented for payment. Now you have issued a check for payment. There is a supplier and you should pay him ₹1 lakh. Now you have drawn a check on his name and you have given to him. Okay, but he did not go to the bank and present for the payment. In this transaction, what happens? Because you have issued a check to someone, you will decrease your bank balance in the cash book, but he did not present it for the payment, so actual bank balance will not decrease. So in this transaction, cash book is showing less balance and passbook is showing more balance. Now what is the third transaction? Third transaction is bank charges, commission, insurance premium, other payments made by the bank. When bank is paying directly without your knowledge, what will happen? The bank balance will obviously decrease, right? If the bank is paying commission, what will happen? Your bank balance will decrease, but you don't have the knowledge of that decrease. Like you don't know that insurance premium is paid by the bank, so you will not decrease your bank column of the cash book. So in this transaction, cash book will show more balance and passbook will show less balance. Now what is the fourth entry? Interest dividend collected by the bank. Now bank is collecting interest dividend on your behalf. So obviously what will happen to your bank balance? It will increase. So passbook will show more balance, but cash book is not increased accordingly. So cash book is showing less balance. Now what is fifth point? Direct deposit into the bank by the customer. Now customer is depositing directly into the bank. So obviously what will happen in this transaction? Your bank account will increase. So passbook is showing more balance, but you don't have the idea of the direct deposit by the customer. So you're not increasing your cash book. So cash book will show less balance. Now what is sixth one? Dishonor of checks. What is dishonor of check? Bouncing of check. So check will be honored only when there is a required amount. Okay, when there is required amount in the bank balance. For example, in the bank, for example, a customer has given you a check of ₹2 lakhs. What you have done? You have went to the bank, you have dropped that in the check box and you have come back. Because you have dropped that or deposited that in the bank, you have increased the cash book, but the check got bounced because the customer's bank account has no credit balance of ₹2 lakhs. So will your bank balance increase? No, obviously no. So your passbook will show less balance and cash book will show more balance. Now what is seventh point? Checks entered in the cash book but failed to deposit in the bank. Now you have entered check in the cash book. You have received the checks from all the customers. So because you have received, you have thought your bank balance will increase and you are increasing the cash book accordingly, but you have not deposited in the bank. So what will happen? Your bank balance will not increase accordingly. So the passbook is showing less balance. Now what is eighth point? Discounted bill dishonored. The same effect of dishonor of checks is seen in discounted bill dishonored. So bank will also provide you a service of discounting bills. So whether it may be a promissory note or bills of exchange, you need not wait till the maturity date. For example, you have a promissory note of ₹3 months, but you need the cash of that promissory note within 2 months. What you can do, you can go to the nearest bank and get that bill discounted. Okay, the bank will pay you the bill amount after charging some service charges or bank charges. So discounted bill dishonored. In this transaction, what is happening? You have received some bill, so you are depositing that in the bank, okay, for discounting. So you thought it will get credited and you are increasing the cash book accordingly, but the bill got dishonored, so the bank account will not increase, so the passbook is showing less balance. So these are the main 8 reasons why the passbook and cash book may not tally. Okay, then there are other 8 reasons why passbook and cash book don't tally. Those come under overcast and the next slide is overcast and undercast. So first we'll understand what is overcast and undercast. Overcast is showing the amount more than what it actually is, and undercast is showing the amount less than what it actually is. For example, if the check amount is rupees 1 lakh and if you are mistakenly showing it as rupees 2 lakhs, then it comes under overcast. And if the 1 lakh amount, if you're showing it as 10,000 by mistake, then it comes under undercast. Now overcast and undercast can happen both in passbook and cash book. So before going through all the 8 points under undercast and overcast, first you should understand the rules of passbook and cash book. As shown below, cash book debit, you will show all the plus balances. So all those transactions which will increase the bank amount or your bank balance, what will you do? You will debit it in the cash book, right? Whether it is sales or due to capital or due to any income earned like commission earned, where will you show in the cash book? You will show it in the debit side. And all those transactions which will decrease the balance, bank balance, you will record it on the credit side. For example, all those expenses, like if you're paying salaries, if you're paying rent or any other expenditure, or if you're withdrawing amount, what is happening? Your bank balance is decreasing. So where will you show it in the cash book? You will show it on the credit side. So what is the rule of cash book? All the plus balances which will increase the bank balance, you will record it on the debit side, and all the minus balances which will decrease the bank balance, you will record it on the credit side. Now what is the rule of passbook? Passbook is vice versa of cash book. Like all the minus balances, you will show it on the debit, and all the plus balances, you will show it in the credit. For example, if your bank account is increased due to salary, what will happen? The banker will credit it. Like you'll get messages, see, salary is being credited to your bank account. So any increase in the bank balance, the banker will credit it, and any decrease in the bank balance, if you're withdrawing any amount from the bank, you will debit it. Okay, why is this rule followed? Because whenever you are depositing any amount with the banker, what is happening? His liability is increasing because he should pay back that amount in the future. So that is credited. Now whenever we are withdrawing any amount from the bank, okay, due to any reason, okay, then what is happening? His liability will decrease, the banker's liability will decrease. So whenever liability is decreasing, according to the rule of accounting, we will debit it. So this is the simple rule. Like passbook debit is minus and credit is plus. Cash book is vice versa, debit is plus and credit is minus. Now there is a simple rule, like whenever plus balances are overcasted, so what will happen to the net effect of that cash book? Definitely it will also, the book will also increase, the brought down or carried down amount will also increase. So we'll take an example. In P&L account or trading account, if incomes are increasing, so what will be the effect on the profit or brought down amount, carried down amount? It will definitely increase, right? But if expenses are increasing, what will happen to the profit? It will decrease. The same logic will follow here. Whenever plus balances are overcasted, that book, the net effect on that book will also increase. And when the minus balance is overcasted, the net balance on that book will decrease. Okay, so what is the ninth point saying? Cash book overcasted on debit side. Now cash book debit side is showing which balance? It is showing plus balance. So whenever plus balance is overcasted, what will happen? The net effect on the cash book will increase. So cash book will show more balance and passbook will show less balance. Now what is 10th point? Cash book undercasted on debit side. Now cash book debit side is plus balance, right? So if it is showing less, plus balance is showing less amount, what will happen? The net effect on that book will also be less. So cash book is showing less balance and passbook is showing more balance. Now come to the 11th point. Cash book overcasted on credit side. Cash book on credit side shows minus balances. When minus balances are overcasted, what will be the net effect on that book? It will decrease. So cash book is showing less balance and passbook is showing more balance. Now what is 12th point? Cash book undercasted on credit side. Now cash book, what is happening on the credit side? Minus balance is showing less than what it should be. So what will happen to the net effect on the cash book? If the expenses are shown less, what will happen to the profit? It will show more. The same thing we are recording. Cash book is showing more balance and passbook is showing less balance. Now these 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th points we have discussed about cash book. The same pattern will follow for the passbook from 13th point to 16th point. Okay, now what is 13th point saying? Passbook overcasted on debit side. Now passbook debit side is all minus balances. So when minus balances are shown more than what it should be, what will be the net effect on that book? It will show less. Now passbook undercasted on debit side. Now debit side passbook is minus balance. So when minus balance is shown less, what will happen to that book? To the passbook it will show more balance. Now what is 15th point? Passbook overcasted on credit side. What is passbook saying? If it is overcasted on credit side, what will happen? Credit side is all plus balances. So when plus balances are overcasted, the passbook will also increase. Now what is 16th point? Passbook overcasted on debit side. When minus balances are overcasted, passbook will decrease. So the same logic we have applied on overcast and undercast points. There are 8 main reasons why passbook and cash book don't tally. There are 8 other reasons also that may cause not tallying of cash book and passbook. So these 8 come under overcast and undercast. These are the main reasons. Okay. Now we will solve the 4 types of problems. What are the 4 types of problems? One is balance according to cash book. Second is balance according to passbook. Third is overdraft balance according to cash book. And fourth is overdraft balance according to. So if in the problem balance according to cash book is given, you are required to know what is the balance according to passbook. And if balance according to passbook is given, you are required to know what is balance according to cash book. Okay, now we'll check out what the first type of problem, balance according to cash book. So when balance according to cash book is given in the problem, what are you required to find out? You are required to find out balance according to passbook. So we'll go through the question. From the following particulars of Mrs. Vinod, prepare bank reconciliation statement as on March 31st, 2017. So what are you required to prepare? You are required to prepare a bank reconciliation statement. What is the client's name? The client's name is Mrs. Vinod. On which date you are required to prepare? On March 31st, 2017. So what is the first point saying? Bank balance as per cash book. As per cash book, what is the bank balance shown? 50,000. Okay. What is the second transaction saying? Second point. Checks issued but not presented for payment. You have issued check to someone. Okay. So what will you do in the cash book? You will decrease it immediately. But because it is not presented for payment, passbook is not decreased. So in this transaction, what is happening? Cash book is decreasing and passbook is increasing. So whenever you are solving a problem on bank reconciliation, first step is to point out the arrow marks which book is showing what balance. So I have written it. Cash book is showing less balance in this transaction and passbook is showing more balance. Now the second step is to write down whether to add it or subtract it. So how will you know whether to add that amount or subtract it? So this problem we are solving according to cash book. So we should focus what cash book is showing. So cash book is showing less amount than what it actually should be. So what you should do, you should add it to make it correct. When it is showing less balance, you should add it. Okay, so for example, cash book should show 1000, but it is actually showing 800. So what will you do to make it correct? You will add 200, right? The same logic you are applying here. Okay, now what is the third point? The bank collected dividend of rupees 8,000. Now when bank is collecting any dividend or commission or any other income on your behalf, what will happen to your bank balance? Of course it will increase. So in this transaction, passbook is showing more balance and cash book is showing less balance. Because you are solving this problem according to cash book, you will add it. Cash book is showing less balance, so to make it correct, what will you do? You will add it. Okay, now what is the fourth point? Bank charges of 400 were not entered in the cash book. Now bank will charge you some service charges for all the services that is providing. So whenever it is charging something to you, to the bank balance, what will happen to the balance? It will decrease. Okay, so 400, passbook is showing less amount, but you do not know, you don't have an idea or knowledge about that service charges, so you did not decrease the cash book. So in this transaction, cash book is showing more balance and passbook is showing less balance. Now you are solving the problem according to cash book. So because it is showing more balance, you will subtract it. Now what is the fifth point? A check for rupees 6,000 was deposited but not collected by the bank. Now whenever you are depositing any check in the bank, what will you do? You will increase the cash book, right? But it is not collected by the banker. If it is collected by the banker, then passbook and cash book would have tallied, but that is not collected by the banker. So in this transaction, what is happening? Cash book is showing more balance and passbook is showing less balance. In this problem, you should focus only on what is cash book showing. Cash book is showing more than what it is required. So what will you do to make it correct? You should subtract it. Okay, after like marking the addition symbols and subtraction symbols, the problem becomes very easy. So this is the pro forma of a bank reconciliation statement. You will write the heading which includes the client name and on which date you are preparing this statement. Okay, so what does the heading say? Bank reconciliation statement of Mr. Vinod as on March 31st, 2017. How will you draw the pro forma? Serial number, particulars, all the plus amounts in one column and all the minus amounts in other column. What is balance as per cash book? Balance as per cash book is given in the problem, so it is not minus amount. So where will you put? You will put it in the first column. Okay, you will put it in the first column in the plus column. Okay, what is the second transaction? Check issued but not presented for payment. Now you are issuing a check to a supplier, so but it is not presented for payment. What is happening? The cash book is showing less. We have discussed this in the problem, right? So how many transactions you should add? You should add 6,000 and you should add 8,000. The same thing we are doing. 6,000 and 8,000 we are putting it in the. So according to the problem, you are adding 6,000 and 8,000. So according to the problem, what amounts you should subtract? You should subtract 400 and 6000. So you are putting this 400 and 6000 in the second column. After this, you should tally. How will you tally? You should check which side, like which column is showing more balance. Now here plus column is showing more balance, so it is showing 64,000. So 64,000, the same thing you'll record in the minus column also, 64,000 and 64,000. Now you will deduct 64,000 and 6,000 and 4,000 from 64,000, whatever is the difference amount. Okay, that is called as balance as per passbook. Tallying the same thing what we do in profit and loss account or trading account, whichever amount is showing more, the same thing you post it in the two columns, and then you take out the difference amount. The difference amount is balance as per passbook. Okay, now this is balance according to passbook. This is second type of problem. Okay, the same logic will follow what we have followed in cash book. Okay, but in this problem we'll focus on what passbook is showing. Okay, we'll not focus on what cash book is showing. We'll focus on what passbook is showing, and if it is showing more than what it is, we'll minus it, and if it is showing less than what it is, we will plus it. Okay, now the bank passbook Mrs. Bose and company showed a balance of rupees 45,000. So passbook is showing a balance of how much? 45,000. If the question is giving you passbook balance, what are you required to find out? You are required to find out the balance according to cash book. Now what is first transactions? Check issued before May 31st 2017 amounting to 25,940 had not been presented for encashment. What is saying? You have issued a check but it is not presented for payment. Now whenever you are issuing check, what will you do to the cash book? You will decrease, right? But if the supplier or the X person to whom you have issued is not presented it for payment, what will happen? The passbook will remain the same. The bank balance will not decrease. So in this transaction, what is happening? Cash book is showing less balance and passbook is showing more balance. Now you should focus, in this problem you should focus on what is passbook showing. Passbook is showing more balance, so you will subtract it. Okay, now what is second transaction? Two checks of rupees 3,900 and 2,350 were deposited into the bank, but the bank gave credit the same in June 2017. You have deposited amount, okay, where you have deposited checks in the bank, but the banker did not credit it. So whenever you are depositing any check in the bank, what will you do to your cash book? You will increase it, right? But that is not shown in the actual bank balance because it is showing because it is not like the banker did not credit it. So passbook is showing less balance. Because passbook is showing less balance, what you should do to make it correct? You should add it. Okay, there was also a debit in the passbook of 2,500 in respect of a check dishonored. What happened in third transaction? Check got dishonored. You have went to the bank, you have deposited the check in the bank. So accordingly, what will you do to the cash book? You will increase the amount. Okay, but the check got dishonored, so the actual bank balance is not increasing, so passbook is showing less balance. Because passbook is showing less balance, what you should do? You should add it to make it correct. So how many transactions you should add? You should add two transactions, second and third. Second, you have two amounts, 3,900, 2,350, and in the third transaction 2,500. So all these three balances you should add. Okay, so we are doing the same in the problem. First we are writing the heading bank reconciliation statement of the client name as on what date you are preparing the BRS. Okay, now how will you draw the pro forma? First you will write the serial number, then particulars, then plus amount in one column and minus amount in other column. So balance as per passbook is given in the book, in the question. So what will you do? You will record it, because it is not overdraft balance or minus balance. You are recording it in the plus column. Okay, now second transaction, you should add it, 3,900 and 2,350. 6,250 you are putting it in the plus column, and 2,500 also you should add it. We have seen the process to know whether to add or subtract the transaction. So we should add 2,500, so we are putting it in the plus column. Now how many transactions you should subtract? You should subtract only 25,940 first transactions. Same thing you are subtracting. Now you should tally the plus the two columns. Okay, when you are tallying, what is the balance which is showing? 53,750 and 53,750. From that you should subtract the actual amount. 53,750 minus 25,940. What is the brought down amount or the remaining amount? 27,810. What is that balance called as? Balance as per cash book. So balance as per passbook is given in the question. You have found out what is balance as per cash book. The same logic you have applied for both the problems. First you have seen which book is showing more balance and which book is showing less balance. Then you have focused on according to which book you are preparing the question. So if that book was showing more balance than what it is required, you have subtracted the transaction. And if the book is showing less balance than what it is required, you have added the transaction. You have followed the same logic for both the questions. Now this is third type of question, that is called as overdraft balance as per cash book. Okay, now what is overdraft balance? Overdraft balance is minus balance. So in your business you have only 1 lakh rupees, but you expended for that month 1,50,000. That 50,000 you have bought as loan. So that is called overdraft. Okay, your expenses are more than your cash, so that balance is called what? Overdraft balance as per cash book. Okay, now we'll go through the question. On March 31st 2017, the bank column of the cash book of Agarwal Traders showed a credit balance of rupees 1,18,100. What is saying? Bank balance of the cash book. According to the cash book, what is the bank balance? 1,18,100. But he is giving you a hint. What is saying? Credit balance is saying. He is not saying debit balance. Debit balance means according to cash book it is plus, and according to cash book, what is credit balance? It is minus. So this is what? This is overdraft balance. So in few problems he will directly give you whether it is overdraft or normal balance, but in few problems he will not give you directly. He will say credit balance or debit balance. Okay, then you should be able to make out which one, which balance it is. Okay, on examination of the cash book and the bank statement, what they have observed. Okay, first transaction says check received and recorded in the cash book but not sent to the bank for collection. Now you have received a check. So whenever you are receiving check, what will you do to the cash book? First and foremost you will increase it, but it is not sent to the bank. So if it is not sent to the bank, will your bank account increase? No. So in this transaction, cash book will show more balance and passbook will show less balance. You are solving the problem according to which book? According to cash book. So when cash book is showing more balance than what it is, what you should do? You should subtract it. Now what is second transaction? Payment received from a customer directly by the bank. Now if customer is directly depositing any amount in the bank, what will happen to your bank balance? Of course it will increase. So passbook is showing more balance and cash book is showing less balance. So what will you do? Whether you will add or subtract, you will see what cash book is showing. It is showing less balance than required. So what will you do? You will add it. Now third point, checks issued for rupees 1,75,200 not presented for payment. So check issued and check deposited are the transactions which will come again and again in the problem. So whenever check is deposited, cash book will show more balance. Whenever checks is issued, cash book will show less balance. So what will you do when you are issuing a check to the supplier? You will decrease the bank balance, right, in the cash book. So cash book is showing less balance and passbook is showing more balance. Now because cash book is showing less balance, what will you do? You will add that transaction. Now fourth point, interest of 8,800 charged by the bank was not entered in the cash book. Now bank has charged you some interest, okay? So charged is subtracted. When bank is subtracting some amount from your bank balance, what will happen? Your bank book will show, passbook will show less balance and cash book will show more balance. Because cash book is showing more balance than it is required, you will subtract it, okay? Now how will you write the problem? First you will write the heading, bank reconciliation statement of Agarwal Traders on March 31st 2017. Now you will draw the pro forma, serial number, particulars, amount. The same logic what you have followed for normal balances you will follow, but the only difference what you will do is, because this is an overdraft balance, you will put it in the minus column, you will not put it in the plus column, okay? So how many transactions you should add according to the problem? You should add 2 transactions, that is second and third, 27,300 and 1,75,200. The same thing you are doing in the problem, 27,300 and 1,75,200, you are putting it in the plus column, okay? How many transactions you should subtract? You should subtract fourth transaction, rupees 8,800, and you should subtract first transaction, rupees 12,400. The same thing you are doing it, okay? And overdraft as per past cash book is given. So overdraft is minus balance, so you are not putting it in the plus column, you are putting it in the minus column. The same tallying procedure you will follow. You will add all the amounts and get the brought down amount, like the difference amount is how much? 63,200. That difference amount is what? Balance as per passbook. Now this is fourth type of problem, that is overdraft balance as per passbook. What is overdraft balance as per passbook? Now a current account holder is given the facility of overdraft, okay? If his account has only rupees 2 lakhs, he can withdraw up to rupees 2,20,000 or 2,50,000. That is called overdraft facility, okay? So only current account holders are given that facility, not saving account holder. So what is overdraft balance according to passbook? It is just minus balance in your bank account, okay? Now we'll go through the problem. From the following particulars of Asha and Company, prepare a bank reconciliation statement on December 31st, 2017. So of Asha and Company, you are required to prepare a DRS. On what date? December 31st, 2017. Now we'll go through the problem. So what is the first transaction? Overdraft as per passbook. So overdraft as per passbook balance is given. What are you required to know then? When passbook balance is given, you are required to know the cash book balance. Now interest on overdraft. What interest on overdraft? What the bank will charge you some interest on overdraft facility. So when bank is charging you something, what will happen? Your bank account will decrease. So when your bank account is decreasing, what will happen? Your passbook will decrease and cash book will show more balance. So according to which book we are solving this? We are solving this according to passbook. So you should only focus on what passbook is showing. Passbook is showing less balance, so you will add it. Now what is second transaction? Insurance premium paid by the bank. When bank is paying you some like expenses, what will happen to your bank balance? It will decrease, right? So bank passbook will show less balance and cash book will show more balance. You will focus only on what passbook is showing. So passbook is showing less balance, so you will add it. Okay, now check issued but not presented for payment. Whenever you are issuing a check, what will happen to your passbook? What will happen to your cash book? It will decrease. So cash book is decreasing and passbook is increasing. You will focus on what passbook is showing, because passbook is showing more balance, you will subtract. Now check deposited but not yet cleared. So we have discussed this. Whenever check is deposited, cash book will show more balance and passbook will show less balance. Because passbook is showing less balance, we will add this transaction. So what is wrongly debited by the bank? Now bank has wrongly debited rupees 500. Then you should go back to the rule of passbook. What does the passbook debit balance show? It shows all the minus balances. See, this minus balances is shown in the passbook debit. So what will happen if banker is wrongly debiting your passbook? The passbook will show less balance, means 500 you have not withdrawn, but due to his mistake he is showing it as withdrawn balance. Okay, so passbook will show less balance and cash book will show more balance. In these transactions, your overcast and undercast points are required, and that rule of passbook debit minus credit plus is used. Okay, now we'll go to the solution. So how many transactions you should add? You should add second transaction, you should add 2000, you should add 200, you should add 6000, you should add 500 also. All you need to subtract is rupees 6500. The same thing you are doing it in the pro forma as well. So what is the pro forma? Bank first you will write down the heading, bank reconciliation statement of what is the client's name, Asha and company, as on which date you are required to prepare this BRS, as on December 31st 2017. So you will write down serial number, you will write down particulars, you will write down plus amount, you will write down minus amount. So overdraft as per passbook. Overdraft as per passbook, it is minus balance, so you will show it in the minus column. Only one minus balance is there, 6500, that you are showing in the minus column, and all other amounts are to be added, so you are posting it in the plus column. So you are following the same procedure of tally. So 26,500 is the highest total. So 26,500 you are like posting it on in two columns, in both the columns. So what is the difference between 26,500, 2,200, 6,500? The difference amount is called as balance as per cash book. Okay, so whenever you are solving a problem on BRS, all you need to know is the theory part. What are the reasons that cash book are and passbook may not tally? Then you should focus on according to which book you are solving the problem. So according to that book, if the balance is showing more balance, more than what it is required, what you will do, you will subtract it. And if it is showing less balance than what it is, what it actually is, what you will do, you will add it. The same logic is applied for all the four types of problems. There are just three simple differences in all the four types of problems. So we have solved all the four types of problems. First we have discussed what is BRS, then we have discussed what are the reasons why passbook and cash book may not tally. Then we have discussed what are the four types of problems in BRS, and we have solved all the four types of problems. Hope you understood this topic. Thank you.